Okay, so how do you start your day? Is it just a mad dash for your phone, a flood of emails? Or is there a moment of calm? In this explainer, we're going to dig into a really powerful morning prayer. And we're not just looking at it as a religious text, but almost like a masterclass in how to frame your mind for the day. We'll break down its 5 key steps and see how it's engineered to build this foundation of peace and strength, before the world gets its hands on you. And it all kicks off with this simple but honestly pretty profound instruction. It's a call to action, or maybe, more accurately, a call to inaction. See, this isn't just about being quiet for a second. It's about being intentional. It's about deliberately carving out a break from that chaos that hits most of us the second our eyes open. And this brings up a really big question for all of us, right? How can a few moments in the morning actually change the outcome of your entire day? Well, it turns out this prayer gives us a surprisingly practical 5-part blueprint for taking back control from the get-go. All right, so let's dive into that first step. Now, it doesn't kick off with some big, grand request or a complicated plan. Nope, it starts with something much simpler, but for a lot of us, way harder. Just stillness. And what's so important to get here is that this isn't just passively sitting there in silence. It's an active process. The prayer actually walks you through consciously pushing those worries aside to literally create a mental space, a clearing, if you will, for something greater to come in. And it does this before your phone, your emails, or that monster to-do list can hijack your brain. And this right here is the core invitation. It's brilliant. The prayer totally reframes the day. It's not this big challenge you have to tackle all by yourself. Instead, it's a partnership, one that starts from the very first second you're awake. It's like an invitation to co-write the story of the day ahead. Okay, so once that quiet space is there, the prayer immediately starts building on it. And the next layer, and maybe the most important one, is all about gratitude. And I want you to notice how it builds this foundation. Before you ask for a single thing, the entire focus is on being thankful for what you already have. The breath in your lungs, the unseen protection, forgiveness for stuff you did wrong. It's a very deliberate psychological shift, right? You're starting from a place of abundance, of having enough, not from a place of I need. And this whole idea is anchored in this really powerful concept of a daily reset. It's basically saying that whatever happened yesterday, the failures, the mistakes, they don't have to define today. It's a clean slate, fresh grace, fresh strength, fresh opportunities. They're all right here, right now. So with that foundation of gratitude firmly in place, the prayer makes a really important turn. It moves into what it calls the art of surrender. And psychologically, the order here is everything. Because you've just spent time thinking about everything you're thankful for. Letting go of control doesn't feel like you're losing something. It feels more like a trusting trade. And this isn't some vague, oh, I surrender kind of thing. No, it's super concrete. The prayer breaks it down into 4 specific actions. You surrender your mind for pure thoughts. You surrender your heart to be anchored and stable. You surrender your mouth for kind words, and your hands to do good work. It covers literally every part of you, what you think, feel, say, and do. And the why behind all this? It's crystal clear. The whole point is to line up every single part of your day, every plan you make, every meeting you have, every decision with a higher purpose. It's to make sure you don't just run off on your own, ahead of that partner you invited in right at the start. So, after you've surrendered control, the prayer shifts gears again. It moves from that internal focus to making an active request. It's about inviting in what it calls a divine partnership to walk with you through the day. And this just lays it out so perfectly, the transformation that the prayer is going for. It's shown as a direct trade-off. You trade your worry for worship, your fear for faith, complaints for thanksgiving, and panic for peace. It's such a stark, powerful contrast, isn't it? 2 totally different ways you could live the very same day. Now, a really key part of this partnership is asking for something the prayer calls divine favor. And the way it's defined here, this isn't just about getting lucky. It's a specific ask for real, active help, for doors of opportunity to swing open, for divine connections with the right people, and for a kind of protection that covers you like a shield. And all of this brings us to the prayer's incredible climax. Okay, so we found stillness. We've built a foundation of gratitude. We've surrendered control, and we've invited a partner. What's next? Well, the final step is a huge shift from asking to declaring. It's about actively speaking victory into your day before it even happens. Just notice the incredible power in the language here. We've shifted from asking and receiving to actively declaring. It kicks off with this massive, all-encompassing statement. It's like a command to the day itself. I speak life into this day. And from that big statement, the declarations kind of ripple outward. It uses that same powerful, proactive language to speak over the most important areas of your life. I speak peace into my home. Then, boom, the focus turns inward. It addresses your own emotional state, not as something you hope for, but as something that is. I speak joy into my heart. And finally, it gets super practical, hitting on the challenges we all deal with, declaring, I speak clarity into my decisions. You see, this isn't just wishful thinking. It is a full-on act of framing your reality before you even take a step into it. And right after those declarations, the prayer locks in a new identity for you with these incredibly powerful I am statements. It's not, I hope I'll be loved. It's, I am loved. I am chosen. I am covered. It's all about stepping into that new identity as if it's already true right now. And this last line, it just perfectly sums up the logic of the entire prayer, doesn't it? This whole journey we've just walked through, from that first pause all the way to that final declaration, it's all built on one central promise. If you start your day with intention, you will end it in victory. Simple as that. So what's the real takeaway here? I mean, we've broken down this prayer's amazing framework, but just understanding it isn't the point, right? It's all about applying it. So as you think about this whole structure, stillness, gratitude, surrender, declaration, I have a question for you. What is the one intention you want to set for the rest of your day? Starting right now.